Here I have one Iguana instance running on port 6543 and another Iguana instance running on port 7543, which as you can see is not activated yet. First, we will get the ID of the new Iguana instance using this details call, in which it will return an HTML page, which we have to parse through and find the ID using line 10. A couple of things to notice is that there is no S on the HTTP, and also the localhost is pointing to port 7543 to gain access to this Iguana ID. Use the next API call to find the authentication token and insert your my.interfaceware.com username and password for the API to return the correct data. Note that the data is split into three variables in which we only use the R variable to access the token. It will return a JSON object, which has to be parsed using json.parse, and then the token can be accessed using line 24. The next API call we need is to access the entitlement ID of the instance type, which can be described as Iguana Basic, Iguana Professional, or Iguana Enterprise. Using the authentication token that we were just retrieved, we are returned with another JSON object to parse, and then we use line 37 to access the entitlement ID. Note that the 25 in these brackets here are going to be different on your end depending on which instance type you choose. We then use this activate API call to gain access to the code needed for activation. Using this authentication token, the entitlement ID, and the Iguana ID, we are returned a JSON object, which then we parse, and then using line 54, we gain access to the code. The last step is to apply the license code to the new Iguana instance. Add the code variable to the key and run the program manually. And as you can see, after a quick refresh, the new Iguana instance is activated.